You wake up to a perfect day. You decide to walk your favorite trail. This time you will not be bringing the dog, as he was just at the vet and needs his rest. You proceed alone, taking in the fresh air and all that's good, all that's right with the world. You're at peace. Without warning, a feeling comes over you. Foreboding. A strange feeling. You wonder if you're having a stroke. You stop. Get a hold of yourself. I'm okay. And you continue down the trail. You hear something in the brush beside the trail. You wonder, it's a deer, an animal. That feeling is still present, just not as intense. You stop and take a look. Nothing. Don't worry about it. And you proceed down the trail, continuing further. A trail you've walked countless times. There's that feeling again. And then an odor hits you. An odor like a skunk, but intense. Nearly making you sick. What is that? Suddenly, you see something at the end of the trail standing perfectly still. A large humanoid. Whatever. And you retreat back from where you came quickly. Welcome to this episode of Monster of the Woods, the Sasquatch in British Columbia, Canada. We are most pleased you could join us. Are you ready? Let's go! The sun has not quite risen, but we have, enjoying a morning coffee looking at this vista. That's Discovery Passage, just outside of Campbell River, British Columbia. We are here for a specific reason, to look into reports of the Sasquatch. But you probably already knew that. And there has been a Sasquatch seen here by hundreds of people. Hundreds of people, you say? Indeed, hundreds of people, perhaps more, have seen this Sasquatch. It is made entirely out of driftwood from the beach. This incredible piece of art has entertained people at this native campground for some time. It's incredible. That's for sure. But as the saying goes, we have other fish to fry. There are reports here of Sasquatch on this island. Now, to say we're skeptical is an understatement, because this island is very familiar to us, and I emphasize the word very. To think there's Sasquatch running around here, and some claim they travel from island to island. Their method of travel? Anyone's guess. Still, we will entertain the thought, the possibility there are Bigfoot here. This island has some peculiar history. Part of that history are UFO and alien sightings. There was a man that lived here in the 50s and 60s that claimed he gave Japanese oranges, you know, the kind that came in a wooden box wrapped in the green paper, to the aliens that landed on his property. He did this for years, according to him. That's a story for another time, and believe me, it's very fascinating. Meanwhile, this is another setting of incredible beauty where people claim, with conviction, Sasquatch is present. This location is where people claim, and I quote, Sasquatch can be heard at night during the nocturnal hours. Now it's time to go into the forest. And often we travel along creeks where there's a water source. As you know, all living things require water for survival. Look at this setting. Yep, it's as fresh as it looks. Shh. We continue now.
Stunningly beautiful. Walk, stop, look and listen. With bear spray at hand, of course. I'm sticking fairly close to the creek. More words for the wise. There could be bear dens anywhere in here. You might not see them. So, it's at your own peril, your own risk. Just think about that. Next time you venture into the forest, carry your bear spray for sure and know how to deploy it. Here, a plane overhead, heading north. Maybe BC, maybe Alaska.
Watch where you step. If you sprained your ankle, you're done. There is no cell service here. You're on your own. Each time you step, you could fall into something. You must take a look around for clues. Anomalies in nature, like this. Maybe a bear. And the bears are present. And so are the ticks, deer ticks. That fungus on the ground, that could be bear activity as well. Be careful.
More signs of bear activity. Digging for grubs. I think it might be time to skedaddle out of this area. Yeah, anyway. Doesn't look like a big climb. It's not really. It's just got to really watch your step. There's things you can fall into. And by the way, ticks, deer ticks, they're abundant. Yep.
Well, that concludes another episode of Monster of the Woods, the Sasquatch in British Columbia, Canada, where we travel to locations where people think they have heard, seen, or otherwise encountered these strange, real or imagined beings, creatures, whatever you want to refer to them as. It is all about the truth, nothing more and certainly nothing less. We realize some of you take exception to us calling out those who see the Sasquatch everywhere. It's simply not true. We have collected thousands of pictures and hours of video. Some we share with you. Most we archive. It is important one stays grounded when it comes to this subject. Don't jump to conclusions and don't believe everything you read, see, and hear. That's paramount. If you're planning your own adventure, tell someone where you are going and when you will return. Your very life depends on it. It looks like we're heading into a drought, so please respect fire bans. Please, watch your campfires and tread lightly in the forest. Until next time, remember, eyes open, cameras ready. Over and out.